I'm going to show you guys now the houses that I made for all three of the different households. And they all took quite a bit of quite a bit of work. So the first one I'll show is Belle and Maurice's cottage, and I'm really happy with how this. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Sorry, I needed to burp. I'm really happy with how this turned out because I thought it like kind of looked a lot like it did in the movie, and it was very cute as well, and just very kind of sweet, and just very kind of nice, which is kind of like a good reflection of their character, like very sensitive and just very kind of homey. I gave a barn as well. Probably need to get some animals whilst I play the game for Maurice and Belle. And I like the area that it's put into. It's like right on a hill away from the rest of the dull provincial town and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of like yeah, I really like this setting, and yeah, and also I did notice that like in the first opening scene. When Belle gets out of her cottage to go to the town, she does go past a bridge, so I thought I may as well put a bridge there. And there's the basement. I couldn't find a basement door, so I just had to kind of improvise with the shed. Kind of looks like the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang shed where the grandpa goes into and, flies away. And he says he goes to Africa. And I gave a lot of chimneys as well and all that jazz. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I just put a bunch of random flowers everywhere because I thought, they probably grow a lot of flowers and it was very sweet looking. I really wanted it to, like, reflect their characters in a way. Which is like they're really, really lovely. They're really lovely people. But of course, I did miss a spot, so I need to finish it. Oh god. And there's the shed, and I'll show you guys the basement in a minute. But this is the inside of the house. If I can get in there, I don't know how to. I kind of had a bit of struggle because I wanted to show the walls as well as the room. But there we go. So this is the living room. This is like where the first thing you see when you walk into the house. I like the way it turned out. I did put like a bookshelf over here, but I think it like disappeared somewhere. I know there's another one over there, but anyway, oh well. But yeah, I really like the way that this turned out. I thought it was very kind of cottagey, and there's the bookshelf, of course, because that's what Belle does. She loves the books. And so I thought I had to like base it off the scene when Gaston goes and tries to get Belle to marry him and fails miserably. So I thought, just base it off that, and like, I put like a mirror there, and I put a bunch of candles, which I thought was a really nice touch to the home. I really wanted a nice environment to it, and I loved putting these around the house, like little pots, like kettles and stuff like that with flowers in them. I thought that was like so their character. It was really funny. So yeah, this is like a really cute little living room. And if we go through, we can see the kitchen. Yay! Now, they don't show the kitchen in the movie, I don't think. I can't remember. But like in the animated movie, I don't think they show the kitchen, so I kind of had to improvise with this one. They have a Grammy there. They have a fridge, of course. I didn't want to make everything look too modern. But yeah, I just thought may as well give them a fridge, or else, they can't cook anything. And where there was like spaces and stuff like that, I just put like random little kind of knickknacks and like kind of just things and stuff like tea, again, like pots and like, watering flower things, I forget what they're called, and all that kind of stuff. I thought that looked really cute and really funny. Now, I know that this is not safe, having the curtain over the stove, because it will burn down the house, but, I just, couldn't be bothered moving it. But, if they burn down, it burns down. That's my fault. I like the sinks. I think the sinks are, like, very kind of old-fashioned and just very kind of, something that they would have, like, during that time. And, there's the chimney there that, like, goes to the barn. There's a lot of chimneys in this house. Quite surprised. There's a lot of chimneys. And even though I was really surprised by how big the actual kitchen is, but even though the kitchen is quite big, I didn't want to have like too much in it because they don't have. I would assume they wouldn't have like a lot of money if they were to have like a house and stuff like that. But here's the dining room. It's very bright. A lot of candles. A lot of, yeah, might have to change that, but it's nice. It's nice kind of having like a bright room, I think. And not a lot going on in this room. I think I just made like just an extra room. And, there's a carpet there, which I, blew up, made it really, really big by using the big cheat code. Yeah, I did the kettle thing. There's Belle's book that she left there because she thinks she can just leave it wherever she wants. Again, there's like the pot with the flowers in, which is just so cute, I think. Yeah, not a lot going on in this room. I was surprised that how big it turned out. I probably because I was gonna make a bathroom there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I want to show you the fountain. This is, yeah, so I just put a whole bunch of flowers and stuff, and they have like a little tree next to their house in the movie. Now I couldn't find that that wheel sort of thing. I don't know what it's called, but I couldn't find that. It's probably somewhere in the Sims, or there's like a pack that I have to buy or something like that, but I just couldn't find it, so I just thought I'd put a fish there. So yeah, that's the downstairs. Now the upstairs is very kind of last minute. I still need to do quite a bit of work on that, but oh well, ho hum. I don't mind doing it. It was a lot of I had a lot of fun during doing this. It kept me sane. But so yeah, here's the bathroom. They only have one bathroom at the moment, and it's very simple. I like the shower. Just having a wooden kind of shower, campy sort of shower, I like. And they have a bath there. And, again, if there was just spaces and stuff, I would just put flowers, just dangling them around the place, which I thought was really nice. And there's the toilet, of course. They need to have the toilet or else they'll, die. And there's candles and flowers and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's a simple bathroom, not a lot going on there. Now, I do still need to work on the bedrooms because when I first moved Belle and Maurice in, they didn't they were starting to get really tired, and I didn't have a bed for them, and I didn't actually have a kitchen for them, so I had to kind of make the kitchen and the bedrooms kind of quick, or else they would die. So I just put bedrooms up there. Assign them to, each of their characters, kind of, chose different colors that would suit them, and there we go. So, yeah, I need to work on that. So, yeah, that's kind of like the whole kind of house, pretty much. It looks a lot like Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory in the first Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie with Gene Wilder. Now, here's where the fun starts. This is the basement shed, and if we go down, we get Maurice's basement! Not a lot happening. It's kind of bare, but, again, it was kind of last minute. I just wanted to, get it done, but, of course, I'm going to do, a lot more work in it. But, there's a lot of pipes and stuff, and there's a lot of, I just put, random stuff everywhere that I could find. I don't know what this is. I think it's, an animal testing sort of thing. Which they wouldn't have back then. They wouldn't have that kind of advanced technology, in France during in a village in France. But yeah, and some of the stuff you can't build on, you have to view, so that's kind of a shame. But I just put random pipes and stuff everywhere. But yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out overall. I'm really happy with how this turned out. So yeah, that's I think that's the whole thing. I think that's Belle and Maurice's cottage right there. Yeah, I think it's really nice. I mean, let me know if you guys can let me know if I need to add anything or if I've missed anything. I probably need to watch the movie a bit more, I think. But yeah, I'm happy with how this turned out. Yeah, I think, it kind of shows reflects their characters. and it looks kind of how it does in the film. Now we're going to move on to Gaston's tavern. And it's not really a tavern at the moment. I couldn't make it a bar. It's now like kind of a home, pretty much. But yeah, I'm happy with how this turned out. Just want to show it in full brightness. So yeah, this is the whole tavern, and I still do need to work on a few things with it. Like I think I might need to change the hedges. But like I wanted to make it kind of dark looking and sort of like not too like threatening or like too happy, just like a kind of good mix between the two, because it is a tavern that people like to go to, but at the same time it's the bad guy's house. So, yeah, so that's the outside of it. The outside wasn't too hard to make. I mean, I put like the pub sign there, of course, so people know where to go to drink. But the inside was a bit of a challenge, but it looks a lot like it did in the movie. I watched the scene, the Gaston song scene, and there's a bong there. People want to get a bit high. Now I couldn't find any like antlers or anything like that to put at the moment. I think there's probably some lying around in The Sims, but I just couldn't find any, so that's why it kind of looks bare. But I just need to put like a bunch of trophies and stuff. But yeah, I think it's like there's like a music player and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm happy with how this turned out. It looks like a good like place for people to go and hang out and that kind of stuff. And there's the dining tables. And now I really like this statue because I used the enhanced cheat code thing. I forgot what it's called, but it's like where you make objects really big. I just thought it's funny just to have like a Gaston have a statue of himself in his own bar. Just to feed his ego a little bit more. But yeah, I'm happy with how this turned out. I think it there's Gaston's chair, with the carpet. There's probably a bigger chair in The Sims, but again, I couldn't find it. Yeah. So, I haven't done anything with the upstairs at the moment because I don't really know what to do with it. But like I know there's like a few stories in the actual movie that he has, but I'll probably have to put some stairs like over there in the corner and move some tables and stuff around. But like, in the moment I just didn't know what to do. Or like move the statue or something like that. But like, yeah. And like I think the bar looks really cool as well, like having all the drinks and stuff like that lined up. And yeah, so I think it kind of is a good place. So if we go through the door, there's like a secret little sort of basement I created. Because I thought, it probably has like an underground sort of basement sort of thingy. So if we go down the stairs, we can see that there's some toilets for the guests to come and when they come and go to the toilet. I didn't make them look. I wanted them to look pretty cheap because, of course, Gaston wouldn't put a lot of money into making his toilets look extravagant or anything like that. So, yeah, I think they look quite good. Now, with the beds, it was kind of like the same situation with Belle and Maurice. Like I moved Gaston and LeFou in, but they started getting really tired and like they didn't have anywhere to sleep. So I just thought I'm just going to quickly make them a bed. So I gave Gaston the big bed, and I gave LeFou the small bed, and I just put them randomly. But I will move them. I'll move them like upstairs in this area when I get that sorted out. But I just haven't got around to doing that yet. But yeah, so that's why they're there. I'm not putting them there permanently. Yeah, but I thought like I created like this little room. I don't know if there's like a room like this in the movie, but like I thought that Gaston should have like his own little sort of office. It's kind of like the live action 101 Dalmatians with Cruella de Vil's office. It's like, got all these animals and stuff everywhere and just really like ridiculous. So like he has like the lions, which I like blew up to like incredible proportions and stuff like that. And he has his minibar and all that stuff. Now I know that this looks pretty modern and like they wouldn't have this, but I thought it like having the drinks there looked really cool. And it was a nice touch. Yeah, so this is like Gaston's office, which I thought he needed, especially when he goes to meet Monsieur Diarc to discuss the plan. Apart from that, I don't think he does anything in there except look at himself. So yeah, that's I think that's everything. I am going to put a lot more work into it though, and like the other stories. But apart from that, I think it turned out pretty well. Yeah, so I think now I am gonna just go to the mothership, which, like, I'm getting exhausted thinking about it at the moment. But the base castle. Now this took, I don't know, like at least a week or more. Maybe like a few days or something like that, or like 5 days. And as you can see, I have still not finished it. like I have to like do the inside of it, but like I just wanted to get the outside over and done with. Now I can't take full credit for this because I actually got inspired by another YouTuber who does an amazing job at doing the base castle, and I'll leave a link in the description. But yeah, I haven't finished it. There's still like gaps and stuff because I'm still moving everything around like an amateur that I am. But yeah, I'll leave a link in the description because, like, you know, I got inspired by what she did. And oh god, there's like a massive 4-story castle, and I noticed one plate of a fruitcake on the path. Who would have thought? But yeah, but she did an amazing job with it. But I kind of just took a lot of inspiration from what she did, but like I added my own touches to it as well, and that kind of stuff. But this was a lot of fun. I learnt a lot of new things whilst doing this, but this was like super, super difficult. I don't know what the most difficult part of this was. I think the rocks were quite hard because they kept on moving around and like merging with everything. Because I wanted to give off that vibe. It was like on like its own little island. And here's the tower as well, which I added myself. I thought that kind of was a nice touch. And like there's the only gap there. That's the only way out. And the only way out is to jump. And if you jump, you die. Oh god, that's kind of dark. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself that I actually got around to like at least finishing off the concept of the castle, because it was a nightmare to make. But you know, it was a lot of fun, and like, I still need to work on the inside of it as well, just to like do all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't really know like what else on the outside I could do. I think probably like, you know, touch a few things up. I'm not sure, or something like that. But yeah, and like I added the soldiers on the path because like I thought that was kind of cool. You know, it was very kind of like guarded, and I think it looks beautiful when it's set in the evening. It makes the castle look very, very zen and just very kind of aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, I really like that. So yeah, of course, I haven't finished the inside, and I'm gonna get rid of these stairs because they're just bugging me. So I just thought, just get rid of them. But yeah, I've still got a lot of work to do on this, and I'll probably make another video about the inside. Like I'll have to do a ballroom. I don't know what that part is, and like a dining room, all that stuff, like the West Wing, the library. There's a lot of rooms. Oh god, yeah. But I did have like a lot of fun making this though. Overall, I'm pretty impressed. Now, with the bridge, it was pretty tricky to make, but I made tiles on. I put tiles on the bottom to make it look like water, to give that optical illusion of like there's water around the castle. And of course, the gate, I blew up and I made really, really big. And I thought it looked really cool. Might choose a different gate, but I think that looks pretty cool. And the fence as well just made it really kind of like dark and very guarded, which, you know, it kind of is because, you know, it's not a very, at the start, it's not a really welcoming place, but, you know, it turns into a really lovely place. I think it's beautiful. I think it's so gorgeous, the whole thing. But I do have to work on the inside eventually because when I moved all the household characters in, they were all like, when I started playing their characters, they were all like standing here, and they all wanted to go inside because like they needed to go to the toilet and they needed to eat and they needed to go to bed, and like I didn't have any of that in there, so I have to get that down, or else, you know, they may die. But apart from that, I mean, you know, I'll get around to it eventually. But like, I'm just glad that I at least got this part done. Which I think is quite an accomplishment in itself. But yeah, I mean, like, if you guys have had your attempt at doing this castle, definitely, like, you know, let me know if there's anything I need to do or anything like that, or like, you know, let me know how you guys went. But I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all three of the different houses and like the different sets. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can show. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you got through to the end, you're a legend from listening to my voice. Yeah, that's all the characters in the house. So hope you guys are all staying safe, and hope you're all taking care of yourselves. I certainly am by doing this. And if you want to, you know, leave a like, or if you want to subscribe, please feel free to do so, but you don't have to if you don't want to. It's all good. And also, like, you know, share any kind of ideas or anything like that, or if, you know, you've done anything like this on your Sims game or anything like that. Yeah, definitely leave that in the comments below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll just leave you with, you know, these characters. And yeah, thank you guys so much, and take care. Alright, see you guys. Bye ya!